Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. In this video, I want to talk about the claim by Segun Showunmi. Segun Showunmi is one of the people that I thought that are still reasonable in the People's Democratic Party. But lately, he has joined people like Reno Omokri, people like Femi Fani-Kayode, people like Bayo Onanoga, and all the rest of them, who anytime Peter Obi's name is mentioned, they must find something negative to say. They are suffering from what we call Peter Obi deranged syndrome, similar to those who are suffering from Donald Trump deranged syndrome in America. Now, he exposed this when he questioned in an interview with New Central, when he questioned Peter Obi's vote in the Southeast in the 2023 presidential election, wondering how managed Peter Obi got 98% of the vote that was cast in the Southeast. And I want to tell him for free that people like me, I'm even shocked that Peter Obi didn't get 100% of the vote in the Southeast, and I will tell you why. And also, I want to puncture his claim that Southeast has become notorious for voting one way, while the Southwest are Republican in their voting. I want to puncture all those things to show that it was a lie that he was spewing in that interview on News Central. Now, let us look at where the issue started. He appeared, Segun Showunmi, that's the man you are seeing with Peter Obi on your screen. He's a chieftain of the PDP. And the way he talks these days, you see that he is leaning towards Yesowike side of the PDP. But that's by the way. Now, he has offered analysis of how Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi managed to defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Lagos during the 2023 presidential election, while highlighting the fundamental differences in regional voting behaviors. Now, in the interview with the News Central, Segun Showunmi characterized voting pattern in his native Southwest as inherently diverse. It is not true. It wasn't. Voting pattern in Southwest is not inherently diverse. He lied, and I will show you, I will prove his lies here as we continue. Look at what Showunmi said. He said, the Yorubas, my people, have always had a Republican outlook to election. We never go to an election where one person gets all the votes in our zone. Literally, we vote, and we don't do all this one-way traffic others do. That is what he said. Let me puncture that one first. If there is any region in Nigeria that is notorious for one-way traffic, it is the Southwest. That was why Southwest was the region that had been in opposition since independence. They vote one-way traffic. They are notorious. If you are looking at, if that is a notoriety that you vote one way, then they are the one. Let me take him home. In our most recent history, let us not go back to the time of the action group or whatever. Let's look at in 1999. In 1999, there were two people that contested for president, and both of them are even Yorubas. Olusegun Obasanjo was the presidential candidate of the PDP. Olufalaye was the presidential candidate of the Alliance for Democracy. All the 6 southwest states voted one-way traffic. All of them voted for Olufalaye. No single state, and they defeated Obasanjo by a wide margin. In most of the states, they were defeating Obasanjo with over 90% of the vote cast. All the states in the southwest, they voted for Olufalaye. That's one-way traffic. That's one-way traffic. So you can't come and claim that they don't vote one-way traffic. They voted one-way traffic. That's true. Even in the election that followed in 2023, if not for the arithmetic that Obasanjo played with them, okay, and the reason why they voted for Obasanjo, Obasanjo was having problem in his second term. Now let me tell this story. Obasanjo was having problem in his second term in 2003. Obasanjo was 4 years in office. He was going for his second term. By that time, Atiku Abubakar was already plotting that Obasanjo should not go for second term. There was all kinds of things that was labeled against him by the North. So Obasanjo now realized that it was the North and South and Southeast that made him president in 1999, because the whole of Southwest gave their vote to Olufalaye. Obasanjo became president because of other Nigerians. Perhaps that's why he's the most nationalistic of all the presidents who have ever produced in Nigeria since 1999. Obasanjo was rejected by his own people who voted one-way traffic to put Olufalaye in office. They failed. But other Nigerians, South, Southeast, Northeast, Northwest, North Central, everybody gathered and made Obasanjo president. Now, when Obasanjo was going for second time in 2003, Atiku Abubakar had already poisoned the minds of several Northerners against Atiku Abubakar, against Obasanjo. So Obasanjo was no longer sure that he's going to get the vote he will get in 2003. And that time also, Muhammadu Buhari has come up with his ethnic agenda as a candidate. He didn't contest in 1999, but now he came out in 2003. He wanted to be president. Okay, so Obasanjo was no longer sure. So Obasanjo had to make a deal with the Southwest and say, look, I'm your brother, even though you rejected me before. These people, they want to push me out. I want all of you to now support me so that I can use your votes to make up for the ones I'm going to lose from the North. And that was how he entered the alliance with them. The alliance that eventually consumed most of them. But all those states, they voted for Obasanjo. That was a one-way traffic. That was a one-way traffic. He said that they don't do it again in 2003. 2003, yes. The whole of the Southwest supported Obasanjo. And he won in all the Southwest states. Yes. Go and check the results. So it's not only that the Southwest voted one-way traffic in 1999, they voted one-way traffic in 2003 for Obasanjo this time. So he should not come and tell us that Southeast didn't know how they voted one-way traffic for Peter Obi. Besides, before Peter Obi, Southeast had always voted the candidate they believe is the best. Go and check it. In all the elections, the candidates that Southeast voted in March for had always been the best performing when they are in the office. The ones they rejected are always the worst. A typical example is Buhari and Tinubu. Okay? So now, ahead of the 2023 election, when Peter Obi came out at a time when, for fairness, justice, and equity, the president is supposed to come from the southeast. When he came out, people were mocking him. Some of these people, they were the ones going on TV, said Peter Obi cannot even win any state, even in the southeast. And they used to make it that southeast self, they don't love themselves. Okay? And I say, really, southeast don't love themselves. And they were able to stay 3 years together and fought a civil war. Say they don't love themselves. They will not even vote for Peter Obi. Go and check clips of the analysis. I can't remember. Peter Obi can't win any state in southeast. They say he can't win any state. Even Peter Obi's brother, Soludo, was analyzing on TV that he don't see Peter Obi going anywhere, that the only state Peter Obi can win is either Anambra, because of it's our own. That was what Soludo was saying. And there were people who are keying into that. So many of them, voters in the southeast, came out to shame those naysayers that said that people of southeast, they can't come together to vote for anybody, one of their own. And they have an example they can give. They give you that of Ojukwu when he contested in 2003. Southeast people rejected him and voted for Obasanjo. They use all those, but they didn't know that time has changed, that there is a perception that Peter Obi was the best material among those that contested that 2023 election. He was the most transparent, the least corrupt of all the people that contested that election. Therefore, he has integrity, he has credibility, he has performance backing him up and everything. And the Southeast, being even the most Republican you can think of in Nigeria, voted for him. So that's why he got 98%. And I keep saying, who are those 2% that didn't vote for Peter Obi? They need their heads to be re-examined. Or why they didn't vote for Peter Obi in the Southeast. Because he was the best material. He was the best material. So the idea that Southeast, and in any case, that Southeast voted for Peter Obi because they found him the best. That was the same way they voted for Yaradua, because they found him the best. In fact, when Southeast voted for Yaradua was one of the best performing presidents of Nigeria. Anywhere Southeast goes, you can bet that that had always been the right way to go. And because this man is now joined those who are suffering from Peter Obi deranged syndrome, he wanted to diminish Peter Obi. The idea is to diminish Peter Obi. He was saying that it wasn't because Peter Obi performed wonderfully as a governor. That's why he got the votes he got. These are the same people that were saying that Peter Obi is not going to go anywhere. So what was the yardstick? Why did Nigerians vote for Peter Obi? They voted for him because he had a record. His record was the best. He was the least corrupt. He has never been associated with corruption, unlike the rest of them, whose corruption are documented by President Obasanjo in his book, My Watch. Go and read Obasanjo's My Watch. He documented allegations of corruption against Tinubu, against Atiku Abubakar. And those people, they have not gone to court to stop that book from being circulated. He didn't have anything bad to say about Peter Obi. I have not seen Peter Obi mentioned in his books, in Obasanjo's book, about corruption, about stealing. Anywhere you see Peter Obi mentioned is for the good things he has done, for his transparency, for his accountability. His capacity have been well documented by others, including the president of the Director General of World Trade Organization and former Minister of Finance, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. In her book, she reserved a special section talking about Peter Obi, how he was different from all the governors in Nigeria in terms of transparency, accountability, and what have you. So if that is not enough for Peter Obi to get votes, then I don't know what qualifies others to get votes. I don't know what qualifies others to get votes. So the idea that anybody, say any smart Igbo man could have gotten the votes Peter Obi got in the Southwest is not true. Or Joseph Okalo couldn't have gotten that votes. He couldn't have gotten that votes. Yes, because what the Southwest need is also what the Southeast need. What was that? It's also what the North needs. A person who will go to Aso Rock Villa that will not steal Nigeria's money, that will use the Nigeria's money for the best interest of Nigerian people. And they'll be met that requirement in 2023. And he's still the only one that has made that requirement ahead of 2027. Nobody can compare his impeccable character with that of Peter Obi. Not Bola Ahmed Tinubu, not Atiku Abubakar, no other one. Because if you are in doubt, go and check the documentation of these people's individual characters. They are available. We are living in an information age. You can get information about anybody. Go and read Obasanjo's books on what he has said about Atiku Abubakar, or what he has said about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I know that Showunmi that was talking, he's an Atiku boy. Okay, so any opportunity they have to diminish Peter Obi, but it can't work. Nigerian people are discernible people, and they made the right choices. Only that INEC disappointed them. I don't know whether I have been able to make a better explanation on and dismantling the lies by Showunmi that Southeast they vote one way, and only Southwest that are Republican in voting, that they share their votes. It's not true. It's not true. Everything depends on dynamics of the situation. Southwest, they go one-way traffic when it suits them, and they have been doing it for a long time in our history. If you are talking about Southeast, and South, they have always voted for people who are not from their area for a very long time. It was South and Southeast that helped to put Obasanjo in office. It was South and Southeast that helped to put Yar'Adua in office. It was South and Southeast that that helped to build alliance that produced Tafawa Balewa as the Prime Minister of Nigeria and Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe as President. So yeah, we can go on and on. And all those times they built alliance, the Southwest was voting one of their own, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, Action Group, Action Group, Action Group, UPN, UPN. These are the parties they vote for. When Action Group transformed to UPN, the whole of Yoruba was voting UPN. When it was Action Group, the whole of Yoruba was voting Action Group. When it transformed to UPN, all of them UPN. So what are we talking about? We know that ethnicity plays a role in Nigerian politics, but nobody should come and claim that they are different from any other person. Ethnic sentiment has always been in Nigerian politics. But if you talk about the person who have the most nationalistic views of all our leaders since independence, it's only Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe that has a nationalistic view about Nigeria. It's for Zig that said, let us forget about our differences. Others say, no, we have to remember our differences. So you know that Southeast had always been much more Republican, if you like, and not the Southwest, as Showunmi want to claim. Just based on the last election, I don't think so. He lied, and I think I have proven that he lied. Whatever is your position, let's hear from you. How do you see Peter Obi winning all the Southeast states, getting 98%? Why is that seeming strange to anybody in a region that has never produced a president and one of their own stood a chance of becoming president? Do you think it makes sense for them to have voted for another person in that election, or even in 2027 election? Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you, and please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.